Hello everyone, this is Naveen Motwani and you're listening to me on my YouTube channel Developer Wisdom. So this is the third video of my course Reactive Programming using RxJS and Angular. In this video, I'm going to talk about RxJS terminologies or you can say RxJS concepts. So let's get started. So in the world of RxJS, we have three main players and most of the things goes around these three players. Now there are a lot of definitions out there which will explain you what are the RxJS concepts. But the way I explain or the way I understand RxJS concept by comparing RxJS concepts with e-commerce platform where we have supplier, receiver and the packing material. In this slide, let's talk about a very basic workflow of a e-commerce application where let's say you have ordered three items or from Amazon and Amazon is trying to send you these three items. And since these three items cannot be shipped together, so Amazon is trying to send you these items one by one. So when one item is received, one item is sent, so you will get a notification from Amazon, yeah, the one item is delivered. The same way, the second item is sent. Once you receive that item, you will get again a notification saying item 2 is delivered. And due to some reason, let's say third item cannot be delivered because out of stock or any unforeseen situation, it cannot be delivered. So Amazon send you a notification about the same. So RxJS also works the same way. In RxJS, we have something called observable, which I call as a supplier, and we have a observer, which I call as a receiver. So whenever an observable emits an item, observer receive a notification with the item. Whenever observable emits an error, observer receive the same. And whenever observable is done, observer receive a notification, yep, I'm done. If I talk about the definition, so as per the RxJS, observer is a collection of callbacks that knows how to listen to values delivered by the observable. In observer, we basically have three methods: next, error, and complete. So the next gets triggered whenever observable emits an item. The error gets triggered whenever an observable emits an error. The complete gets triggered whenever observable done emitting all the item and there is no other item to be emitted. Talking about the observables, so observable is nothing just a stream of data which can emit the items right now or anytime in future. The interesting thing about observables are it can hold any type of data like numbers, strings, events, any custom objects like sales order, customer, products, or response from any HTTP request or even the other observable streams as well. I think now you must be clear with the definition and would like to see something in action. Let me give you a quick demo where I can explain you how you can create your own observable and how you can use it. So let's jump on to the demo. Okay, so I have a very basic program over here where I'm trying to create an observer, an observable, and then running this observable by providing this observer as an input. Now let's focus on this observer first. As I was explaining the observer, I explained observer has three main methods. In terms of RxJS terminology, I can say observer has three callback methods. One is next, which will be triggered whenever observable emits an item. Second is error, which will be triggered from the observable whenever an observable emits an error. The third is complete, which will be called from the observable when observable says I'm done emitting all the items and in future I'll not emit any item. One thing to notice here is observable does not run automatically. To run the observable, you must subscribe to it. Okay, let's run this program. To run this program, I have to make some fake changes and then click on save. Okay, I have something in my console. Now the first question is why this is in my console. So the reason is when I create this observer, I said whatever input you got, just print it into the console. And since this observer is being used while calling this or while executing this observable, That means whenever this observable emits any item or emits any error, it will call my observer and my observer will print the values in the console. If you observe the output of this program, you probably observe this observable is calling the complete method, but I'm not seeing anything this in my console. So what is the reason? So the reason is this error method. Since the observable has emitted this error and the error is not being handled properly, that is the reason the observable has stopped. We need to understand how we can handle the error properly, which I will explain to you in the later videos. For now, what I'll do is I'll just comment this error and then again rerun this program. Before I re-execute it, I'll just clear the console and hit save. Okay, so now if you see, we are getting all the emitted item including the complete method. If the error is not handled properly, the observable will be stopped. Here I also want to talk about one more thing. I said if the error has occurred, then the observable will be stopped, and which we proved it. Now I said if the complete method is triggered, after that there will be no more emission from the observable. But how can we prove that? To prove that, what I'll do is I'll just cut this line from here and paste it over here. Basically what I'm saying is I want to emit one more item after the observable is completed. Now let's see how this program is reacting. Okay, it is reacting the way we expected. We do not expect any item to be emitted after the stream is completed, and here is how we proved it. I hope with this video you have a better understanding on RxJS concepts. If you still have any question, please comment on this video. If you like my work, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. I'll see you in the next video.